Hey guys, welcome back to another video from Gadgets Africa. My name is Anthony Onamo and today we have a different kind of review for you. We're talking about power, we're talking about compactability, we're talking about portability, we're talking about the world's most compact laptop. And I know most of you are wondering, where is it? I mean, it's not on this table. Well, that's the funny thing. It's been here the whole time. It fits right in my bookshelf, and I think that's amazing. That's probably why they call it the ASUS ZenBook. What makes this laptop so good? And number one, it's the design. As you can see, that royal blue and the gold accents really complement this computer well, number one. Number two is the military grade design from ASUS. This laptop is, and I say it again, built like a tank because of that metal aluminium body that we can see with the brushed top. It looks amazing. The screen is just as good. It's a 14-inch FHD 1920 by 1080 nano edge display with the option of touchscreen. It has a 95% screen to body ratio for a near borderless viewing experience, and you can see that from this video right here. Secondly, we can talk about that hinge. That hinge is pretty good. I mean, it raises up the laptop to such a good position so that when I use it, I don't feel like I'm straining my eyes or my fingers any more than I should be. The second feature we want to talk about is that secondary touchscreen display. Yeah, they call it the ScreenPad 2.0, and this video illustration should help you see how it works. Number one is that it's a display basically, so you can use it as a display one, or you can use it as the normal touchpad as you would normally use a touchpad, or number three, you could disable it completely and not even have it if you're a mouse kind of guy, so which I kind of enjoy. So you can watch videos on it, you can use it to edit, you can do whatever you want to do with it, but that depends on you and what you want to do with it. So next up, we want to talk about the power on this thing. The performance is quite unbelievable. We have a 10th generation Intel Core i7 quad-core CPU. We have 16 gigs of RAM. We have up to 1 terabyte of ultra-fast SSD, and of course, we have an NVIDIA MX 250 on this laptop as well, so it works pretty good. I use Premiere Pro, I use a lot of Photoshop, I use a lot of Lightroom, and every single thing so far works brilliantly. The fans are quiet even if I push it to its maximum levels when I'm exporting from Premiere Pro, and I think they did a really good job on that one. Tick to ASUS. The next thing we're going to talk about is the battery life on this device, and I think I like it because on light mode, when I'm watching movies or just using documents and reading emails, it can go up to 9 hours, meaning you can travel with this laptop, no hassle whatsoever. But when you're doing heavy work like editing or slight gaming, it takes about like 3 or 4 hours before it goes down. But that's understandable because most of us, when we're editing, we're always on power just to make sure everything is okay. So that shouldn't be a worry to you. They have okay speakers. I mean, they're certified by Harman and Kardon, but they're just okay speakers. There's no bass, but I rarely use speakers on my laptops. I probably always have like a set of headphones or, you know, like wireless earphones, so I have no problem with that. Secondly, it's the backlit keyboard. It's not super bright. The letters are also towards the warmer side, so I don't really see them when it's really dark over here, but I won't complain because it's bright enough for me to use at night, so I don't have really a problem with that. The tiny arrow keys, the super tiny, super duper tiny, and I do not like that, but I'm always using a mouse either way, so I rarely forget that it's there. For example, even on this laptop, there is no number pad. It's on the screen display, but I never use it because I have numbers at the top either way, so I have no problem with that. If the arrow keys could be better, I would appreciate that, but I guess we move. Next up is the ports on this device. So far we have a HDMI port, we have a charging port, we have two USB-A ports, and then we have a micro USB port, we have a headphone jack as well. Let's talk about who this laptop is for. This laptop is for editors on the go, not really gamers because of that screen. It's not a 4K screen. It's a 1920 by 1080p. So if you're editing on the go, this would be the laptop for you. If you're a heavy laptop user, like you like to consume content on your laptop, the screen is good. That's almost borderless display. I mean 95%. It's pretty amazing, and it gets bright when you're outside, not super bright but bright enough to use. And I think if you're a content consumer and or content creator, this is the laptop for you. It costs about 140,000, and I understand that because of the Core i7, the 16 gigs, the 1 terabyte. The one I have right now is 512 gigs, but you can customize it up to one terabyte, and I think that's probably what I would do, just get the 1 terabyte and finish up with that, because it works flawlessly with the 512, but I need a lot of space because I have a lot of projects going on. So that ultra fast PCI SSD works amazing for me. Lastly, is the touchscreen pad really useful? Personally, I don't think so, because I find myself hunching over to look at the screen all the time. Like, I'll always be like this, watching, trying to see if I can use it. So mostly I always disable it or just turn it off completely because I have the mouse as well. So I think it's more of a conversation starter, like, hey, my laptop has 2 screens, so there's that. And then people will be like, wow, because, like, for example, my brother, he called it touchscreen iPad phone laptop, because the second screen kind of looks like a phone. The fact that it's touchscreen makes it like an iPad, and the fact that it's a laptop makes it a laptop. But it's a notebook, and it's a powerful notebook, and that's what I would give it. Personally, as a reviewer, I would give it a 7 out of 10, because I didn't really see the purpose of the second screen pad display. But for some of you, you might use it if you want to use the shortcuts on it, if you want to have that second display maybe for images or for music or like YouTube. That's how I use it. If I want to have YouTube at the bottom here and then working at the top, so I don't have to keep switching tabs. I mean, if that works for you, good going. But personally, I didn't see a use for it. I'm always turning it off, and a problem I had is that whenever the laptop goes on, it turns it on as well if you've not disabled it manually. So it goes on, and then I have to keep switching from screen to screen to screen to screen to touchpad, screen to touchpad all the time, which I did not like. So that's why I turned it off. But that depends on you. So tell us, is this a laptop that you would get? I mean, 140,000, personally, I would buy it. I'm actually looking to buy this one because we had one earlier, the ZenBook Pro Duo, and that was about 300,000. That's for the gamers, the editors, everyone who has content ready and to go. And this one is more of the budget laptop for any creators out there. So I think I'm gonna get this one. Will you? Leave a comment down below, share, like, and subscribe to our videos. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Anfani Onamu, and this was your review of the ZenBook 14. Will you get it?